Hello guys, welcome to .NET Office, and in this tutorial we will talk about the constructor. Like in the last video we had discussed like what is constructor and what are the type of constructor. In this tutorial we will discuss about the constructor overloading within a program, and as well as destructor also we will discuss into this tutorial. So let's start with the constructor overloading. So if I have to say make you understand like what is the constructor overloading, so in the simple words, the constructor overloading is nothing but creating multiple constructor, but they will differ into the through the parameters, like one constructor with default constructor, then one constructor which will take one parameter, then constructor will take two parameters. I mean this is just an example, but like constructor overloading is nothing but creating multiple constructor, but they will differ as part of the parameters, numbers of parameters. Okay, this constructor overloading we call as a multiple constructor also, because we create multiple constructor in our class. Okay, so let's take this program to understand more about the constructor overloading. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are just creating one class ABC, then we are taking those data members XY. So here you can see like we are doing the constructor overloading. Why it is like that? Because see here we are creating one constructor which is not taking any argument, which we call the default constructor. So here we have just initialized the value with the 0. Okay, then we are creating one more constructor which is taking one argument. Okay, then again we have created one more constructor which is taking two arguments. So here you can see we have created three constructor, but they are differ into the parameter, number of parameters. Okay, you can create a constructor, one constructor with one parameter, and then the other constructor with 3-4 parameters. So yeah, so this is we call the constructor overloading. Okay, then like we are displaying those values. So here you can see like, so first of all we have created one object without any arguments. Okay, we are not passing any value. So which constructor it will call? It will call the default constructor, which is not taking any value. Okay, so it's the same way, if we are passing one value, then it will call one parameter, and the constructor which is having one parameter, and then here we are passing the two parameter, so it will call this constructor which is taking two parameter. So that's the way the constructor overloading works. Hope you have understood this thing. Then comes the destructor. Okay, so destructor is also a special member function, okay, which will call automatically when the object goes out of scope, or you can say when the object is getting destroyed. Where we use destructor, like suppose in your program you have created multiple pointers. Okay, but suppose sometimes what happens, the programmer forget to release those memory. So what happens in the program, you will see that memory leaks, issues, and all those things. So in the destructor what we do, whenever the object goes out of scope, automatically whatever the memory is assigned to that object, it automatically will get released. Okay, so that's the advantage of a destructor. And you can deallocate other pointers which you have created. Those memory also will you can deallocate in the destructor explicitly. Okay, so this is the prototype, syntax you can say, where we just, it's like a constructor only, but the tilde, you have to just use one sign, tilde sign before the constructor, so it will automatically become the destructor. So here you can see the syntax, like first we have created class and then constructor and one destructor, just with the difference between both the things is just a tilde sign. Okay, the next thing about the destructor is it does not take any return type, as well as it does not take any parameters as well. Okay, so it means destructor cannot be overloaded. So here the program to understand more about the destructor. So here you can see we have just created one constructor, okay, then just a destructor. So what will happen when we have just created this object, it automatically will call the constructor. Okay, so here then when the program will go out of scope, automatically this destructor will get called. Okay, you can you can run this program in your compiler, and you can see like first this particular syntax will get print, and then this will get print, like when this object will go out of scope. Okay, yeah, like we cannot overload destructor, so only one destructor is allowed in the class. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you have understood whatever I have described to you. So please provide your feedback through comments and subscribe our channel as well.